What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we are going to be doing the final Premier League game of the 2020-21 season between Manchester City and Everton. Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. It's a 4 PM BST kickoff time. It's the final game of the Premier League season. Manchester City against Everton at the Etihad Stadium. 10,000 fans. It's the first time having Manchester City fans in the Etihad Stadium for this season, and they get to witness us lifting the Premier League trophy as well. Lucky I was unsuccessful in the ballot to get tickets for that, unfortunately, but I do hope that everyone that has been lucky enough to get to go do enjoy themselves. But I will be live streaming a watch along of that game instead for everybody to look forward to. Now, before we crack on with this preview, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 18k subscribers is what we're aiming for now. We are only 900 subs away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also my social media links, they're in the description below, and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 200 likes, let's get 200 likes for Sergio Aguero and what will be his last Premier League appearance, quite possibly here for Manchester City, if he is fit to start. And also do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. So without further ado, let's crack on with this video and let's speak about Everton first, who are our oppositions for this game. Now, in terms of perspective and what this means for the league, for the league finish for Everton, I think they've got too much to do in goal difference for them to get a Europa League place. However, they are set to go into what's going to be the new UEFA Conference League or something along them lines. Cup. I have no idea what it's called. It's something new. I know on Football Manager it gets called the Europa 2, and I think that's going to 7th place. I'm fairly sure I've read that somewhere that it goes into 7th place. At this moment in time, it's Tottenham Hotspur sitting in 7th place, Everton sitting in 8th place, and Arsenal sitting in 9th place. Tottenham Hotspur, they have Leicester City away. That's a really difficult match for Leicester. And also for Tottenham as well. Leicester, of course, needing to win that game to put pressure onto Chelsea and Liverpool to try and get a Champions League position for them next season. At this moment in time, though, they're currently sitting in 5th, so they'll be going into the Europa League. Everton, though, they're going to be needing points here and hope that Tottenham lose, or they want to better what Tottenham do against Leicester for a chance for them to go into that 7th spot. At this moment in time, with West Ham currently sitting in 6th and looking like they're going to be getting Europa League football for them, and Arsenal also in a possibility, in my opinion. I don't think they'll care that much, or certainly the fans don't anyway, from the general census, from what I was getting from the gathering. They feel like a season out of Europe would do them the world of good to allow them to concentrate just purely on the Premier League and the domestic trophies to try and improve themselves and try and move forward to try and get themselves being back up there as a European side and back up towards the Champions League, which I think they're a little bit off being doing, but it's always a little bit more of an appeal when you've got European football to be able to offer potential players joining your club. But with the amount of money in the Premier League and the prestige of the clubs, I'm not sure that would necessarily be the case. I imagine if you're willing to pay players a little bit more, they'll probably join you. Normally that's how it works 9 times out of 10 with transfers, unless they have a specific team to join in mind. So yeah, European football on the line for Everton, which would be a very big deal. And if 7th place is actually a Europa League place and not this Euro 2 thing, then yeah, it's even more of a big deal, and Everton will be wanting points here, at least a point. They'll be wanting a win, so yeah, a bit of competitiveness there for Manchester City, so this makes it good preparation for us going into that match against Chelsea. Now, Manchester City were already champions. It's going to be nice to see Everton give us a guard of honour after their antics earlier in the season when our game was postponed because our players and staff were catching COVID and didn't want to spread it, and Everton were unhappy that we postponed a game on the day a few hours before the game because literally we didn't want to travel and be able to risk spreading it elsewhere to a team that might have been compromised. And Everton were pretty depleted at the time anyway. It never made sense, and they were blaming us for that, and to be honest, my opinion of Everton went down slightly from that, so it would be nice to see them give us a guard of honour, if I'm completely honest. Now, for Everton, I'm expecting them, for their team to go full strength. They were looking for a strong finish to the season. Ancelotti is a good manager. He's an organised manager. He'll make it difficult. They like to defend deep. They like to attack with pace and try and be clinical Newcastle as well. And they just recently picked up their first win in 3 games as well in their last game, which was a home game against Wolves, of course. And Manchester City have had 24 hours extra rest on top of Everton, so maybe that might have something to rest on here with Everton maybe feeling a bit of fatigue. Might be a change or two here or there. Perhaps Manchester City, though, will be looking for a strong finish to the season. They won't want to, from us winning the Premier League, have a 4-3 against Newcastle away from home that we won, that we didn't play particularly well in, and have leaked 3 goals, and then be 2-0 up against Brighton away and lose 3-2 to end our 12-match consecutive Premier League away winning record, to then lose at home to continue our not fabulous home form at the Etihad Stadium as well in preparation for the Champions League. So we want a nice comfortable win, a 2-0, a 3-0, a clean sheet, something to go at going into that match against Chelsea. And actually Everton, they're not too far off a similar style of play to Chelsea, so I actually think this is a really good test, and I'd be very, very tempted to chuck out the team that will go out against Chelsea, or a team very close to that team that would go out, and maybe City might go for that. We'll wait and see. In terms of players for this game, Everton, we're looking at Jordan Pickford starting in goal. They've got Yerry Mina, a tall physical defender, a good defender as well. We're talking Michael Keane, Lucas Digne. They've also got Doucoure, Allen, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin. It's a really good team. Team that like to press, a team that like to work the ball, counter. Digne very good on the left wing as well. They've got Godfrey as well, who can play on the right-hand side. Seamus Coleman. They're going to cause problems here for Manchester City, and if we aren't on it, then yeah, it'll be capitalised upon. And what is going to be Sergio Aguero's last Premier League appearance for Manchester City, quite possibly in this game if he is fit, then yeah, it'd be nice to actually end the season winning the trophy, winning this game, getting a clean sheet, and getting Aguero a goal as well. That would be a dream end to this season in what has been a very, very good season for Manchester City. Now, for Manchester City, like I said, it is our final chance to see Sergio Aguero in the Premier League for us. It's been 10 years since he joined Manchester City this summer as well, and so it'll be a nice fitting end for him to lift the Premier League trophy. I'd be surprised actually if he isn't lifting the Premier League trophy alongside Fernandinho, who is our captain. I think he certainly deserves that for his loyalty and his hard work. He's Manchester City's all-time top goal scorer. What he's brought to the club, what he's done for the club, it's legendary status. It's right up there with Vincent Kompany, the Yaya Torres, the Pablo Zabalettas, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, I think Aguero's in the same bracket of these modern-day legends, so to speak. So I'm just wondering how fit he actually is for this game. Of course, he's been out injured for the last couple of weeks. I'm wondering if he is fit. I imagine he'll probably do 60 or 70 minutes for Manchester City if he starts, and then he'll come off and he'll be a big, massive celebration and round of applause for Aguero exiting the Etihad Stadium. I don't think if he does start, he'll do a full 90 minutes. I don't think that's how Pep likes things to work. I think, fairly sure I remember David Silva starting his last game and then coming off to enjoy and soak up what was his last appearance for Manchester City in the Premier League. I can see something similar here for Sergio Aguero as well. If he isn't fit, I can see him still being put on the bench and maybe just coming on for, what, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes or so, just right at the end of the game to make his final appearance for Manchester City, so the 10,000 fans inside the stadium can show their full appreciation in what is a Premier League legend, a modern-day Manchester City legend, the man that put the ball into the back of the net 93rd minute against Queen's Park Rangers to win us that illustrious Premier League trophy, our first Premier League trophy back in 2012. And what a career he's had at Manchester City. It's going to be a full celebration. It's going to be us lifting the trophy. We're going to be walking around. There's going to be the lap of honour from City. Then there's going to be a full celebration to Sergio Aguero after the game as well. So good for him. And like I said, I'd be very surprised if he isn't in the squad. It'd be very underwhelming if he isn't. And I'm looking forward one more time in the Premier League seeing Aguero in a Manchester City shirt, and it might be the last time we ever see Aguero in a Manchester City shirt as well, certainly in a competitive game, because I imagine there will be a testimonial. Will he make an appearance in the Champions League final? Well, that remains to be seen. If not, then this could well be Aguero's last ever appearance for Manchester City. So let's go out there, let's get him a goal, let's get him a win, let's get a clean sheet, let's put in a really good, confident performance going into that Champions League final next weekend. Now, I think it's going to be a novelty game, another pre-season game for us. I'm going to go for goals again. I'm going for 3-2 to Manchester City. I don't know why, but I've got a really good feeling about this game. I've got a feeling it's going to be a really good, high-intense, high-scoring, entertaining, exciting game. We've got 10,000 fans at the Etihad Stadium cheering us along the way as well, so I'm hoping that will really give the players a boost and a lift, ready and waiting for us to go into that Champions League final. Like I said, a clean sheet would be a big bonus for us, and it'd be a good confidence boost for our defence as well. I wouldn't rule out Everton getting themselves a goal. My betting tip would be both teams to score. I wouldn't even rule out Everton getting a result, a draw, maybe even a win as well, depending on where Man City's mentality is at going into this game. And they're just thinking about lifting the trophy like we did against Huddersfield that time at home. Perhaps, maybe not. Will City's heads be in it or not? Will Everton's heads be in it? They'll want European football, so we'll see what happens. I'm hoping City will have enough about them though to go out there and put in a good high quality performance and win this game. Now, like I said, I want a City team to be put out that's going to be very similar, almost identical to that's going to be out in the Champions League next week. This is the perfect time now for Manchester City to get the sharpness of these players up. There's no point in resting players that haven't featured too much over the last couple of weeks, because they're just going to be out of routine by the time it gets to the Champions League final. So give them the 90 minutes, get them minutes under the belt, see how fit these players are, the players like Kevin De Bruyne, and let's kick on from there. So I'm going to go for Manchester City to go with a strong team in this game, and like I said, I think City will be looking for momentum, a win, a clean sheet, and something to go at to the Champions League final next week. So yeah, we're going for our one last Premier League team prediction here for Manchester City for this season, the 2020-2021 season. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Zinchenko left back. I think they'll be our full-backs, and I think that'll be our goalkeeper for the Champions League final. I'm going for John Stones and Aymeric Laporte, and I'm having Ruben Dias. He's played so much this season. I just give it. It's not going to do any harm giving Ruben Dias 90 minutes off and letting Aymeric Laporte get into the team and seeing what he can do with the chance. Because I think Stones and Laporte were the two players competing for that space. So I'll be looking at these two players and seeing how they perform, ready for that Champions League final to make that decision. Same can be said with Zinchenko. Will it be Cancelo? Could it be Mendy as well? I'd go with Zinchenko. I think he's looked the most consistent player in the Champions League. I'd give him another 90 minutes under his belt and see how he does with City, hopefully not going down to 10 men for the large majority of the game. And I won't rule out Cancelo, of course, being suspended, so I'm just on about the Champions League before, by the way, with him possibly featuring against Chelsea next week. He won't be featuring in this game, so it's either Zinchenko or Mendy that will be starting. Now I'm going for Fernandinho. I weren't too impressed with Rodri against Brighton. I'm not too sure Rodri will be starting in the Champions League match either. I've got a feeling it's going to be Fernandinho alongside Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva in the middle for that Chelsea game. So I'm going for Fernandinho and Bernardo Silva both starting in this game, and De Bruyne, and that's purely just to fit in Sergio Aguero to give him his final farewell. If he isn't starting, I think it'll be Ferran Torres. I thought he was very unlucky on that 11th minute to come off when Cancelo got his red card and Eric Garcia came on, so I'm going for Aguero. If he's not fit, then I think it'll be Ferran Torres leading the line and De Bruyne to go in the middle. And I'm going for Mahrez and Foden once more, and like I said, gets to a point 50-60 minutes in, I would be then bringing on, if Ferran Torres isn't starting, Ferran Torres and also Raheem Sterling to see what they can do ready ahead of that final to make them big decisions. And I don't think that team will be too far away, if we do go with that team, too far away from what will be the Champions League final team next week as well. So we'll see. I think that Champions League final is probably already self-explanatory. I think it'll be near enough, or if not the exact team that went out against PSG against Chelsea. So we'll see. There's plenty of points to prove here for the players. We've still got a big 90 minutes here against Everton. We've got the trophy celebration coming up. Really looking forward to that, and finally getting our hands on that trophy and lifting the trophy and celebrating what has been an incredibly successful season for Manchester City on a domestic basis, winning the Carabao Cup, winning the Premier League and reaching the semi-final of the FA Cup as well. Has been a wonderful season for City. We're in the final of the Champions League. It's been a great season, so let's go out there and let's really enjoy it and celebrate. Let's just focus for 90 more minutes. Let's get them 3 points. Let's try and get a clean sheet as well and take all confidence into that Champions League final. Let's go and enjoy it with 10,000 Manchester City fans at the Etihad Stadium as well. It's nice for fans to be back in the stadium, too, for everybody to enjoy, and it's going to be emotional. It's going to be a farewell for Sergio Aguero. I'm not even mentioning Fernandinho. It might be a farewell appearance for Fernandinho, his last Premier League appearance for Manchester City as well. He's still not signed a new contract, though I suspect that he will sign a new 12-month extension. It could, if it doesn't happen, could well be his last Premier League appearance for City as well. Again, I'm going to put Fernandinho in the modern day legend category, because I think he's just been a wonderful servant for Manchester City that's fought tooth and nail, fought so hard for us and helped us achieve where we are to this day. And hopefully we'll have not only a Premier League to show for that this season, but also our first Champions League as well. And what a way that would be for, if he is to leave, Fernandinho and Sergio Aguero to leave this wonderful football club. So there we go, that's been the video. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. 200 likes, like I said, is what I am aiming for. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts in the comments below with your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 18k subscribers is what we're aiming for now. We're less than 900 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. It is free to subscribe. We will be having a live watch along of this game out as well on Sunday for everybody to enjoy. We'll be going live at 3:30 PM BST for everybody to look forward to for this Premier League finale for Manchester City and us lifting the Premier League trophy. Also, my social media links are in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Thank you everyone for watching. I do hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll see you all again for that live watch along. I'm going to have Saturday off and then Sunday all about the Premier League, lifting that trophy and a farewell appearance of maybe Fernandinho, but most definitely Sergio Aguero. Can he get himself a goal? Will he start for Manchester City? Will he be on the bench? Will he make one final appearance for us? I certainly hope so. I'm looking forward to a massive, massive send-off for Manchester City's highest top goal scorer and modern day legend in Sergio Aguero. So yeah, I'll see you all again for that. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.